Have you ever had a class with your best friend? It sounds fun, but it's actually terrible because I used to have one with mine. One day, the teacher walked in with a serious voice and said,
"Before we start, I need to tell you something. The counselor let me know one of our classmates lost their mother in a car accident last night. We're going to take a moment of silence."
The room went still. I stared at my desk and tried to be respectful. Then I made the mistake of
glancing at my best friend.
He was already looking at me with that tiny
"Do not laugh"
smirk. My brain started screaming, "Don't laugh!
Do not laugh!
My throat did that little squeak your body makes when you're trying to hold it in. Right then, the teacher looked up and made eye contact with me. I flicked my eyes back to my friend.
He pressed his lips together even harder.
And a tiny snort escaped.
"Out!"
The teacher said. I walked to the hallway with my face on fire. I wasn't laughing at the news. I was laughing at my best friend trying not to laugh at me trying not to laugh.
I felt awful.
Please tell me I'm not the only broken human who laughs at the worst possible. In every horror movie, do the characters hear a noise and decide to go investigate? Like, be so for real. If I hear a random bang downstairs at 2 a.m., I'm not going down to investigate. I'm grabbing a suitcase, jumping out the window, and starting a new life in Zimbabwe under a fake name. Because what are you even investigating? You think the killer's gonna politely explain himself? "Oh, hey, yeah, sorry for breaking in. I just wanted to add some extra trauma to your life real quick." Like, bro, people in horror movies here come play with us from the attic and be like, "Huh, must be the wind." Then they go exploring and get brutally killed. Like, bro, you can literally not be this dumb. Like, when I'm home alone watching TikToks in bed and I hear the living room door creak, my soul literally drops down to my ass crack. I'm instantly scanning the room like, all right, what's the strongest object here? Next thing you know, I'm ready to go full attack mode with a table lamp. And no, bro, if I hear children screaming in the forest while camping, I'm not exploring with you just to get my ass snatched by the boogeyman. These characters are literal NPCs with no survival instincts. Like, it's a literal skill issue. Subscribe for a kiss. Why the hell is it that when you accidentally wake your dad up at 4 a.m.,
he never yells?
He just turns into a full-on
horror movie character.
I'm just chilling on the game talking to the boys when I hear the door slowly creak open. No footsteps, no noise, just a silhouette in a pitch-black hallway. Then you hear the dreaded words,
"Tell your friends good night."
That one sentence alone has more aura than any speech I've ever heard. I tell my boys in the party chat like, "Yo, I gotta go." Then I vanish without any explanation. He's not even mad. He's just standing suspiciously calm, arms crossed, eyes barely open, giving you that death stare like he'll shut off power to the whole house. While I'm scrambling to save my game, he drops the final boss dialogue.
"Off now."
And you don't question it. You just shut it off like you're in survival mode. Ever try turning off a PS5 quietly? It's like opening a bag of chips in a silent classroom. Pressing buttons like I'm defusing a bomb in Call of Duty. Barely breathing so you don't wake him even more. Next morning, he acts like nothing happened. Bro, you gave me PTSD at 4 a.m. and now you're asking if I want
pancakes?
Why is math class easy, but the exam feels like Squid Game? Like, math teachers will tell you that the exam is going to be easy. Next thing you know, question 1 looks like
it was written by NASA.
Like, bro, I came here for algebra, not to calculate rocket fuel. And in class, they're giving us baby problems like,
if Johnny has 2 apples and gives away 1, how much apples will he have?
Then on the exam, it's, if Johnny invests his apples at a 7% return while traveling at the speed of light, how many apples does he have left?
In a black hole.
What? Where was that in the notes? And the best part is when they say, if anyone has doubts, ask me. So one kid actually raises his hand like,
I don't get number 3.
And instead of helping, the teacher
goes full roast mode. You don't know this? We literally just did this yesterday.
Like, bro, he asked for help, not a public execution. Then they'll hit you with, the exam is just like the homework. Yeah, right. The homework was 2 plus 2. The exam is prove why 2 plus 2 equals 4 using
18 pages of logic.
When it's finally over, they smile and go,
see? It wasn't that hard.
Bro, that wasn't an exam. That was a boss fight.
One morning and thought, yeah, let's
ruin childhood by making
kids suffer Monday through Friday. 5 whole days. And then they give us 2 days off like that's
supposed to magically fix the trauma.
Bro, 2 days isn't a weekend. That's a nap. And don't even get me started on Mondays.
Monday shouldn't even exist.
That's not a day. That's a punishment. We just survived the week, got 2 seconds of freedom, and boom, back to algebra at 8 a.m. Why can't school be 4 days?
Or even 3.
You're telling me we really need 7 hours a day, 5 days a week just to learn that
mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell?
Like, bro, I got it. Stop beating it into my skull like it's national security. And the funniest part, teachers will be like, school prepares you for real life.
Oh, really?
Because last time I checked, no job on earth makes you wake up at 6 a.m. just to sit in a chair for 7 hours straight while someone lectures you about triangles. Honestly, 3 days of school would be plenty. Teach us the important stuff. Math, writing, maybe how to pay taxes, and let us live. Because right now, school is less about education, literally 24/7. Like, I'll be at home chilling, just scrolling on my phone, and they'll just randomly call me like, "Yo, bro, the police are currently chasing my literal ass cheeks right now." Like, bro, what the actual hell do you want me to do? Come fly in with a whole-ass helicopter and save you. And they always say it so casually, too, like, "Yeah, I don't know, man. I thought it was a good idea to play hide-and-seek in someone's basement, and things kinda got out of hand." Bro, what do you mean things got out of hand? Why the hell are you playing hide-and-seek in someone's basement? Every day it's something new with this dude. I'll ask him what he's doing, and he'll say some nonsense like, "I'm currently microwaving my mom's phone to see what will happen." Bro, do you have the IQ of a literal rock? Your whole house is literally about to explode. And he's the same guy who'll call me at 2 a.m. like, "Bro, come help me real quick. I accidentally superglued my hand to my neighbor's car, and now I'm stuck in their driveway." Like, bro, how do you accidentally superglue yourself to someone's car? Like, bro, at this point, he just lives on pure adrenaline and dumb decisions, and his sense of normal is completely cooked. Subscribe for a kiss. Bro, can someone please explain why I always laugh when I'm telling the truth? Like, I could be in the most serious life or death situation of my entire existence. Like, my teacher's interrogating me like I'm a suspect in a crime documentary, and she'll ask me something simple like, "Was it you who stole Jimmy's backpack yesterday?" And I, of course, did not steal it. So I look her dead in the eye and say, No, miss, I did not steal it. But just as I finished the sentence, my brain remembers the most unfunny, cringe-ass joke my friend has ever told me. A smirk forms, and before I know it, I'm laughing like a whole-ass crying hyena. She's just standing there, staring at me like I'm some unidentified skinwalker that escaped from Area 51, and she goes, "Oh, so you think this is funny?" Now I'm sitting there trying to pull my ass together to explain that I'm 100% telling the truth, but she's not believing a single word I'm saying. Meanwhile, when I'm lying, my face is as straight as it gets. Zero emotion, no reaction, literally poker face. Like I could be lying my ass off, coming up with the most ridiculous story ever, and the other person's just nodding like I'm making perfect sense. Like, bro, somebody needs to nerf laughing while telling the truth because this cannot keep happening. Subscribe for a kiss. Have that person who lives right next to the school but somehow is always late? Like he can literally see the classroom from his bedroom and still manages to show up late every single time. I need answers because you have people waking up at 5 a.m., catching buses and walking through a blizzard to make it on time, but he lives across the street and still strolls in during second class like it's optional. Their excuse is always,
"My bad, but I overslept."
and I'm like, bro, how? The school bell is literally your alarm. You can just wake up, throw some clothes on, open your window, and you are in class. Then forget you left your backpack home. Go and grab it. Get back and still be here before the teacher takes a breath. The worst part is that they're always confused when they walk in like, why is everybody staring at me? Well, maybe because we watched you leave your house 5 minutes after the bell rang and still go back to grab your hoodie after making eye contact with the school. Honestly, anybody that lives close to the school and still manages to show up late daily should be studied because they have to live in a different time. People who wear shoes without socks are on a
Whole nother level.
like bro actually be walking around the school with what seems to be shoes.
But with no socks.
Like this one time in basketball, he was losing because apparently he was wearing socks. But when he took them off,
Bro actually somehow started cooking.
and don't even get me started when he doesn't have shoes at all, this alien starts running faster than a cheetah. At this point, bro's feet can withstand a crocodile bite, a gunshot, and even a
Nuclear bomb.
Bro, why do we all have that one friend who you absolutely cannot sit next to in class? Like, sitting next to them is basically a try not to laugh challenge, but it's set on maximum difficulty. The two of you are just sitting in class, minding your own business, when the teacher decides to drop the most heartbreaking, tear-inducing story ever. My 85-year-old grandma fell down the stairs yesterday, and she sadly didn't make it. You look over at your friend, and he literally looks like someone shoved a whole-ass basketball up his throat. You're sitting there, trying to act like you can't see him, but your chest is vibrating like a broken washing machine. Your eyes are unleashing the Pacific Ocean, and you sound like a literal possessed hyena. And you know if you laugh, it's straight to hell. Meanwhile, your friend's silent giggle is building up like a literal nuclear bomb. And before you know it, the most horrific, devious laugh echoes through the room. You both completely lose it, tears streaming down your faces, bodies shaking like you guys are getting electrocuted, and you try to pull yourself together, but it's too late. You both look up, and the teacher is just staring at you like you just insulted her entire bloodline. Like, bro, sitting next to them isn't education, it's a high-stakes survival mission, and you both are completely cooked. Subscribe for a kiss.
Why are Roblox mobile players
Built different.
like they're out here playing on a cracked iPhone 6? It sounds like it's about to explode, running at 3 FPS, and somehow they're still beating PC players with full gaming setups. These guys just casually fry you like KFC chicken and then say,
I'm on mobile.
bro, every one-on-one you have with these guys seems like you're having a boss fight. How can you possibly control 50 features at once with just 2 thumbs, bro?
Like, are your thumbs moving at the speed of light or something?
And don't even get me started on obbies. Mobile players will be parkouring through 500 stages with broken controls and half their screen covered in ads. Meanwhile, I misclick one jump on PC and instantly
Rage quit.
At this point, I'm convinced Roblox mobile players aren't even human.
They're built like Navy SEALs trained to adapt under
Impossible conditions.
Bro, there is nothing more intense than trying not to laugh while the teacher is screaming at the whole class. Like, the teacher's up there absolutely losing it, screaming at the whole class, threatening to delete everyone from existence. Everyone else is just frozen solid, praying to God they don't make eye contact with the teacher. And that's when you make the dumbest decision of your life. You look over at your friend, and he literally looks like he's trying to swallow a whole-ass refrigerator just to keep the laugh inside. You're sitting there trying to act like you can't see him, but your chest is literally vibrating like you're getting electrocuted. The smile on your face is just getting bigger and bigger, and out of the corner of your eye, you can still see him struggling for dear life. And before you know it, the most monstrous, devious laugh echoes through the room. You both completely lose it, tears streaming down your faces, bodies shaking like broken washing machines, and you try to stop laughing, but it's too late. You both look up, and the teacher is just staring at the two of you like she's literally about to publicly execute you guys. Like, bro, laughing in class needs to be nerfed permanently, because this cannot keep happening. Subscribe for a kiss.